What is up, YouTube? Today we're back with another Guild War banger. Holy shit, I feel like I haven't said that in like weeks. It's been like what, 3 wars, 4 wars? I don't even know how many wars it's been, but it's been way too damn long. Like Smilegate really be trying to cut my paychecks short by not allowing us to have Guild War. And we haven't even got our Mystic Compensation yet, so like what's up with that? Anyways, that aside, in this video, we're going to be testing out a little bit of Aki, a little bit of a new DN comp that I want to use with the new Teiyu EE, a little bit of like Hakate warfare set. Like, there's just so many things that have changed since I was able to do Guild Wars. I just want to do a little bit of everything in this video. So that's what we're going to be doing with the warfare sets, with the pursuit sets. So hopefully you guys are going to be able to enjoy and maybe use some of these cons for your own attacks. But as always, if you guys do enjoy, please drop a like, comment for the algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into our first attack of today. All right, so for our first attack, we're going to be hitting this dude. It's going to be Ross, Dien, and Yolha. So basically, if you see Ross here, we're just going to go Ilanav, right, for anti-pen. So we're going to be on Prot Immunity on Aureus with 104 ER. I don't really care about having that much ER here. This is my RTA build, just simply because of the fact that there's a dark unit, which Ross will be targeting, most likely. And even if not, I have immunity, so it's fine. Then I'm going to be going with Ruel, who's going to be on my RTA build on reversal set. You can go Prophetic, Water's Origin, Idol. I think all are fine, but I'll just leave it as it is since it's not going to be much of a difference, in my opinion. So, last but not least, we're going to be going with Shu. So my Shu is on Speed Pursuit on Sweet Miracle. In case you're wondering what the Pursuit gear actually looks like, here we go. You can see that it's not exactly the best, but it's decent enough for me to use it for now. Definitely going to be looking for upgrades as time goes on. But if you are wondering how the pursuit damage is calculated, you basically just do 2000 times 1.20, right? Because the splash damage from the passive of Shu is 2400, so it's a minor increase, but typically when you are at 5 focus stacks, that's where the real pursuit difference is going to be coming in. So bottom team, we're going to go with the Aki debut. Hopefully it works. I just tested it in Arena, and it seems to be okay. So Shu, Ruel, and Arunka. So I'm going to be going with my own Arunka, who's going to be on triple set on Noble Oath, so just Giga Tanky. And I did actually just get my second Arunka, so that's very nice. And then I'll be going with Hakate, so that the Ruel can't do any revive shenanigans. I'll be going Tome of Life, because why not? And I'll be on Warfare set, so I can rip S3 on turn 1. Then I will be going with Aki, who's going to be on Speed, Torrent on Ritual of the Sealing Flames. Now, I will put another Aki up because I know a lot of people aren't able to farm this 27 helmet from Katie's anymore since they got removed out of the game. And obviously, trying to find it in the secret shop is not exactly the easiest thing to do. So there is another build that you can kind of test to have 3 burns, which I'll populate on screen now. And basically, you just remove the helmet. Long story short, right? If you're only watching from like an audio perspective, basically you just take the helmet off, or you can go like under 9k HP, but you just need Giga Attack to make the difference. And obviously, the artifact is a big factor as well. I definitely think that this artifact and this unit is worth. Well, not imprinting, but the artifact's definitely worth going for if you're trying to get it because it gives way bigger of a barrier, which is very, very helpful. And yeah, so we're basically just going to check out the damage on Aki on this this dude and just try to win. Hopefully it works. So let's go. All right, so Yolha does take the first turn, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal because even if he collapses me and does all that stuff, it doesn't make that big of a difference since I have Aureus, I have Ruel, and these are all HP scaling units, so that's the good part of bringing Shu in this kind of setup. Makes it very easy. And yes, I got one shot, but it's not a big deal. Dian's gonna rip the S3. We don't care. We are just going to now S3. Get all the cleanses off. Bring back the Shu. And we're going to be reset to ground 0 pretty much. Okay, so now superhumanization falls off. It's going to make our life way easier now. Now, I think you could argue that going for S2 is probably better there, but I don't really care. Surely it's fine. Like, once Shu comes back into the game, like, it's pretty much over. So I'll work at the end here, since she is going to do more damage with S1, and injuring her down makes my life a little bit easier. Obviously, my MP is about to die. I will not burn it, because if I burn it, the end's going to proc, and that would be pretty bad. Well, there's a pursuit value right there, I guess. And we will just S2. I'm going to bring our MP back to heal, back to full health. We're almost. And here's where we're going to see the shoe pop with Pursuit set. So I hope this doesn't just one-shot her if she's really low defense, but you should be able to see the damage here. Okay. Yeah, so it's like 18k pop, so it's a lot of pop. It's a lot of pop. Okay, so we're just going to slowly work it down. Basically, Ross can't do anything anymore, so we're just piss-chilling Turbo. S1. 2.4k pops. 18k Ross. Doesn't do anything. Pretty sure this team wins on Quick Battle too, if you ever see this kind of defense, but I stand by what I said when I say that MLDN sucks on defense. Like, I really don't think it's good. Unless you can mind control, mind break, NTR somebody to soul burn. Well, I almost did it, so. But I am a man of NTR, so. Anyways, let's go ahead. Here we go. We're going to soul burn, S3.
Feels like a waste to use this here. A taste of this heat.
Okay. We're going to soul burn S1. Okay. Well, we don't get the third soul burn because I think my artifact level is a bit too low after changing the gear, but I think it's okay now. My Hakate can just rip the S3 onto the Ruel, and then we're kind of chilling. I will say that if you have... Amid's pretty good with Aki as well, because you can make him just like giga high attack and like no HP substats, and like it's pretty OP. Well, Aki is gonna die. I don't think there's gonna be an Aki debut anymore. Lol. It's definitely not gonna be an Aki debut anymore. Because Aki's fucking dead. Okay, well, I guess my thumbnail can't really be Aki. GG. I guess it's a Hakate debut again. Alright, well, a win's a win, so let's move on to our second attack today without Aki, I guess. Alright, so for our second attack, we're going to be using some more Pursuit stuff. So I'm going to be hitting Harsetti, Scales, BBK. So it's going to be Young Senya, and I do have her on Pursuit set. And I'm running her triple set, so health set, immunity set, Pursuit set, because it does increase the damage that she does. Quite significantly when you have a really high HP unit in the front, like in this case where I have Hakate, who is going to be basically like 50k HP, right, as you guys have seen in previous videos. So 50k HP, Hakate in the front, Pursuit set just does way more damage, it's just insane. Then I'm going to be debuting my Warfare Dark Corvus, because why not? I want to use one of the Blue Rose, and I think it'll be fun. So we're going to basically just make BBK die and on turn 1, push, and then soul burn, and just kill, and then everything should be pretty smooth sailing from there on out. Bottom team, I'm kind of using an arena comp. It's kind of troll, but Ross, Freeran, and Setsuka. So I'm going to be going with Renak, also on Pursuit set, who's 318 on Discreet Hands. I'll be going with Saria, who is going to be on Sasha Thanes, who is going to be 220 speed, so when she gets a 30% CR boost, she'll cut in front. Honestly, I don't think this artifact really matters that much in the grand scheme of things, since she already gets increased hit chance. But then we're just going to TML, because I don't think I'll have enough damage to actually kill the Ross, so I'm just going to go TML for Extinction, just in case, and yeah, hopefully Pursuit's going to be able to kill this Freeman, because if not, we might be in trouble. Alright, here we go. Now, the good thing is Scales also can't gain combat readiness on this turn, so we proc. Now, obviously, BBK could dodge. So, if BBK dodges, that would be pretty bad. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, thank God. So, she just got one shot, so now all I gotta do is S3. And now Scales is gonna do her thing, but, we don't really care. It makes no diff. Obviously, we kill Harsetti first because it is injury, it looks like. And Scales can never fear Dark Corvus. So, we're just going to Soul Burn Dark Corvus on turn 1 and immediately kill. And I think if you are looking at building your own Warfare Dark Corvus, I think having him like with 0 ER, like 30k plus HP, 35k plus HP, around 170 speed for RTA is good enough. In case anybody's wondering. I don't know if anybody actually cares, but if you do, that's probably the build that you want to aim for. At least that's the build that I'm aiming for, and I know some of the people in the community are also running that, so... we'll just slowly wait. Just take our turns. I don't actually think this Hekate will be able to do any damage without any attack. So we'll just wait. But what do you guys think about Warfare so far? I know some people in the comments in previous videos were saying like, bro, like how do you have like this Warfare gear? It's so OP, like what the fuck? Like it's only like a few days out. And it's like, well, I have dropped like almost 600 leaves now and like 3,000 Skystones for the farming just for content. So, I mean, I sure fucking hope I have these units geared if I've been burning this many resources, but definitely a little bit overkill, I might say. Okay. So she's gonna go to 84, so I'm just gonna go onto Freerin to Pilfer. And I don't want to go on G-Roz because I don't want to just one-shot it by accident, so I'm just gonna go on Satsuka. Just put some chip damage in so that my TML can clean up. Let's see the 8.4k splash. Boom. Freerin dies, we S3. And I think Pursuit set on Renax is actually so good. Because one other thing that I want to point out is not only does his 7k damage go up to 8.4, but if you are fighting against like FCC or Maid Chloe, where it halves the fixed damage, it actually doesn't change it from 7k to 3.5. It actually goes to 4.9. Because what ends up happening is the scaling is actually additive. So yeah, so in case you're wondering, if you haven't tested it yet, Renac with Pursuit Set actually does more damage against Maid and FCC compared to like the half that they usually would cut it down to 3.5. It's actually 4.9. Anyway, that's the second attack done. Let's move on to the last attack of the video. Alright, so for the last attack, I'm going to be hitting Ruel, Satsuka, and Shu. So I'm going to go with Briar since I just want to extinct and just make this kind of quick. Briar is going to be at 310 speed. Now, hopefully Shu's not going to be faster, but even if it is, like 320, surely it can't one-shot my Ludwig. I hope. My Frida is going to be at 276 on Bird's Eye View to generate souls for our Ludwig, just an RTA build. And then Ludwig is going to be at 253, a little bit slower, but just packing a little bit more damage. And I'll be running Mirrored Lotus Ring. Now, just for the sake of the attack, since it is a Guild War attack, I'm going to put on a plus 30 just because. Basically, Soulburn S3, boost, and then just kill everything, right? So it should be pretty easy. Bottom team, Arunka, Ravi, and Yulha. So I'm going to go with like this like really OP comp. So I know some of the OG watchers of this channel, or not even OG, just from like last season, you guys have seen like this comp when Teiyu first came out, which is basically like you stack souls, right? Where you have a book holder, you have Unseen Observer from Sea Phantom Politis, and then you have Throne of the Blue Rose on Teiyu. But except Dien just makes this even better, right? So Sea Phantom Politis is going to be on Unseen Observer, like I mentioned, just on whatever speed that you have. And I'll be going with Dien, who's at 220 on just full damage on book. And then Teiyu is now 100% defense break with the new EE, as you can see, 100% defense break. Not really sure why he's the first unit to have 100% defense break as a cleave unit, but I won't complain. So we're going to have Throne of the Blue Rose. So effectively, we're bringing in 10 here. We're bringing in 20, that's 30, and then that's generating 10, so that's 40 souls. So I can like burn, like instantly, and then it'll be like really, really oppressive. So it'll be kind of fun. So let's see if I can crunch through all of this, and if not, then I guess I'm fucking dead. GG. Alright, so they are not fast enough, so let's just Soulburn S3 for free. Okay, we did not land defense break, but I guess it's not a big deal. So, with Ludwig, I don't want to Soulburn S2. Actually, do I want to Soulburn S2 into this guy? Kinda do. What if he lethals me? That's kinda bad. Fuck it, I'm a beast. Hit him. Boom. Okay, he didn't lethal. We're chilling. Well, I can't miss now because I have this, right? So I just Soulburn S1. And then S3. Now imagine he lethal. Well, that would have been pretty bad. Nice. Well, Ruel now is going to put up her invincibility. Maybe I'll skip this part, because this part's going to take a while, so maybe I'll just fast forward it.
5 minutes later.
Okay, accessory should just straight up kill.
This way is more fun.
Nice. Nice and easy. Okay, so first things first, we're going to Soulburn S3. The reason why this is so OP is because Dien gets 50% combat readiness, right? So you can see here, we get the CR. But Teiyu is going to be able to get 100. So no matter what, it's always going to set up the defense breaks for the MLDN. And if you have 100% defense break with MLDN, and you obviously have a Tay US one as well, I mean, that's just too much damage, right? Like, just look at how much damage this does. Even if it's like POV or something, it's just going to die. Boom, headshot. And then now all you got to do is just S3. And, like, it should kill. Keyword should. Okay, well, this guy's abnormally tanky, but it's all good. We just S1 kill it. 41k damage, rupture, boom, boom. Like, this comp is unbeatable. This comp is literally unbeatable. Like, if there's a defense that you can see and you have these three characters, this comp is like almost unbeatable. As long as there's no outspeed threat, it's GG. So very, very good comp. Abuse it. Alrighty, so that's going to do it for today's Guild War video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Before I do end this video, I do want to talk about what units I have on Warfare and what units I have on Pursuit set, because I know some of you guys on this channel only really watch the Guild War stuff, not so much the RTA stuff. So I want to include this in this video so that you can get a full look of all the builds. And they are in my Discord. That's linked in the description if you want to find any of my updated builds following these patches, okay? So first of all, I have Tamarin on Warfare set at 261 speed. I know she's very good in RTA when the enemy doesn't have tempo. If they have all the OP units, GG, you're fucked. Okay. Next unit, I won't show my cam. Hakate, as you guys saw in this video, I'm running 221. Ideally, I do want to upgrade like the ring, the helmet, the basically everything to like 20 average if possible one day, so that I can be around 240. Because I think at 240, 250 speed with 4k attack, it makes her like really, really lethal as an aggro unit. So I'm kind of working on that build as we speak. And I have Laya, who is currently not fully geared, but the idea is if you have Harsetti open, you do want to have this unit geared, because if she has immunity, she's not immune to like, or she's not prone to getting defense broken and just getting one shot by say like Flan and Harsetti or something like that. So I actually think Laya on Warfare is actually really good potential, because you can just like S3 immediately on turn 1 with 29k. It's going to do a lot of damage, right? And in this video, obviously you guys saw Dark Corvus. He's on a speed boot. Ideally, you want to have HP boot with speed subs everywhere so that you can complete the build and have higher HP. And I do think Thorn of the Blue Rose is now his best in slot so that you can soul burn on turn number 1. Now, just for the sake of the length of the video, Pursuit set I have on a few characters. That's going to be Renak, as you saw in the start of the video, or I guess in this video rather. 2220 average in case you're wondering. I have Festive Ida at 288, who is my RTA build, and that's 19 plus 41 HP on the Pursuit boot, which is very nice. And I will have Shu, which I showed, but I'll show you guys the individual pieces. I have Bellion on Pursuit, which I think actually is the one outperforming out of all the Pursuit units apart from Renak. Since Renak is very, very niche gear, obviously, I think this Bellion is very, very good, because with Pursuit set with 3F, and sometimes if you have like Abundance or dual attacks and, you know, stuff like that, it just makes it really, really powerful. And Pursuit actually increases the damage by a lot when you proc S2. Then I have Rimuru, who is specifically made to counter Gala, because a lot of people have been bringing back Gala with Imperial Illinois pre-banned, so I'm kind of bringing him back and testing him in RTA to see if that actually works. So far, 0-1, so I'll update you when we are successful. We also have Young Senya that I showed in the video, but you can see the individual pieces is straight up just random Pursuit gear with high HP. And then I have Dragon Bright Senya. Did test this on 3F. Very good, actually. So if you are thinking of putting Pursuit on her, I'd highly suggest you do, especially if you're someone that plays against Harsetti quite often. And last but not least, we do have ML Kayron, who is on the triple set of Defense, Immunity, and Pursuit. And he's been working pretty good wonders in RTA when you can just like pop, because 15k times 20%, or with 20% extra, is 18k total, which is a shit ton of damage. So very, very good. That's gonna be it for this video. It's long enough. Thank you for watching. See you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.